All right, thank you for joining. Today, I wanted to do a very quick update on Polkadot, addressing one of the comments in the previous video. So the comment asked, why do I think Polkadot will go past $16 based on some of the experts' technical analysis? So just to answer that question, nobody knows what price action will be in the future, especially actually just nobody, right? Nobody knows exactly what this price will be in a year from now, 3 months from now, 20 years from now. Price could just go like this for the next 10 years, or price can just go similar to what we see here, very bullish price action. No one really knows, right? But based on how the crypto industry is expanding over the years, I find it very hard to believe that there will be less interest in a project like Polkadot compared to the past years, right? Especially just because of the history that it has, right? So, the founder of Polkadot worked with Vitalik Buterin and everyone else that's involved in Ethereum, right? So he left that project and created Polkadot, right? And another layer one. So very good fundamentals, one. And two, there's more of a chance of there being more people coming into the space year after year than people leaving the space, right? This is a very good layer one project. And keep in mind, everything I say is not financial advice. But with knowing there's going to be more people in the space compared to the previous years, I think it's very hard to believe that once the altcoin season begins, right? Once we start seeing price action move for all altcoins, I find it very hard to believe that this project won't surpass half of the price that it was at all-time highs, right? So all-time highs, you're looking at around $55. Right now, we're trading at around $7. So if more people are going to come into the space, that means more people will be keeping an eye on Polkadot, which is a very strong project, which then also leads me to believe then it's a higher possibility chance that we probably will at least, the very least, go over 50% of the previous all-time high price, and 50% is at $30. So if expert analysis don't believe that Polkadot will go over $16, which is pretty much right at this support, right? So you have this major support here, as you can see from the last bull run, right? Pretty much right here. We're very close to that, right? So we're pretty much just one double up away. So with all the hype coming into the industry, I find it very easy to believe that we will flip that, and at the very least probably tackle the 50% mark, which is at $30. So do I think Polkadot will surpass $16? I do believe so, but this is not financial advice. I think it will blow past $16 in my opinion, and I think it will attempt to even blow past the previous all-time highs, which is at $55, right? So long story short, right now we're pretty much in an accumulation phase, right? Markets work on accumulation, distribution, imbalances, balances, price action, pretty much that's just how they work. And as you can see right now, we are in an accumulation phase, right? We're not making any more lows. And what happened the last time we were in an accumulation phase, right? So price launched, the project launched, we accumulated, and then price broke out, right? And we're pretty much there, right? So before the breakout, major resistance, and where's that coming in at? Right there. And where do we get the major resistance? Right in the same exact space, right? Right exactly at the same price, $10.50. So once we break out of that, we had a very bullish candle, right? You're talking an 83% pump. And can we get something like that again? Possibly. I think we can. And if you zoom in, we are starting to hold this support. Once we break out of this accumulation phase, then the upside, a very strong push to the upside seems to be what will follow next, leading me to believe we'll probably try to grab some liquidity above these highs, which is at $25, right? Half of what the all-time high price is, and already above the $16 mark, right? And then let's just go to take a look at Link really quick, because Link is a very good example of what happened when you break out of a accumulation phase, right? So let's just go ahead and take all of this off. Oh, this is Litecoin. Let me go to Link. Whoops. So yeah, with Link, as you can see, I've made in my previous videos, same thing, right? Accumulation phase, breakout, and what happened after that breakout? 120% move. And look at this price action. Very, very similar to Polkadot, right? Let's just go ahead and bring this side by side, right? Let's go to the weekly and the weekly, right? Oh, this is Bitcoin. Hold on. Polkadot USDT right there. Hold on a second. What is going on? Polkadot USDT. There we go. All right. Accumulation phase, accumulation phase, accumulation phase. Link broke out right here, right? It broke out right here. Polkadot had a nice move, but it did not break out of its range. But once Link broke out, very strong price action to the upside. Just go ahead and take a look at right here for Chainlink, and take a look at right here for Polkadot. Very similar price action, accumulation, accumulation. Price decided to break out, and it's now trading within this range on Chainlink. And where's that range on Polkadot? Right there. And from where we are in current price, just look at the bottom. Look at the bottom of that range right there. The bottom of the range is at $14. So I think it won't push up another $2 to break above $16. Seems very unlikely, right? Price likes to accumulate, distribute, break out of the balance, right? Because everything trades within balance, value, searching for value. If we go ahead and pull this fixed range volume profile tool, fair value on the high side for Polkadot, $8.50. Once that breaks out, it'll search for new value. And if we go ahead and search for new value here, let's just take this entire price action range into account. So while price was trading in the bull market, once it broke out of that range, you can see, let's go ahead and just delete all of this, make it a little bit cleaner. Fair value on the low end, once we start trading within this range, right? Once we start trading within this range, fair value on the low end is at $14. Point of control, 17. So 17 massive resistance just right above the $16 mark. The value area high is at $33. So if we don't get to all-time high, I do believe once we start trading within the fair value of the previous bull run, right? Price should at least attempt to see if Polkadot is worth more than $34, right? Because that is the value area high of the last run. So that is the high end of what people think Polkadot is worth on the high end on the last bull run cycle. So once we start to claim these levels right here on Polkadot, which comes in here at around $14, you have major resistance on the point of control, which comes in at $17. If we start to gain acceptance above the point of control, everyone will then be thinking, okay, we are comfortably trading above $17. Where's the next area of resistance where people think a lot of selling pressure will come in, and a lot of people think it's not worth more than that? So if it's not worth more than that, that means a lot of people will try to at least sell at that level at some point. So, you know, some of the whales will come in, try to push price up there So they can at the very least sell a lot of their bags at the previous value area high of the previous run, because that's historical value. That's exactly what Polkadot traded at before. It's historic. That is already set in stone. So that is a very, very strong level. And that's where people knew for a fact in the last bull run the fair value on the high side for Polkadot would be. So it should only make sense that they would come in and try to attempt to get priced back up to this level, to test this level, which has been untested, to see if Polkadot is still at least worth this compared to the all-time highs, right? So Polkadot, in my opinion, at the very least, should at least hit $33, right? If it does not get to all-time highs, right? So we'll see how price action goes over the next few months, next year. Not financial advice, but after an accumulation phase, a strong impulse usually follows, and the next major resistance comes in for Polkadot at $25. Keep that in mind. Very strong project, layer one, very popular, interoperability, all of that stuff. Cool project, great team, great history, great fundamentals. There's some shaky stuff with the company, but that's just personal stuff with owners, whatever. But at the end of the day, the technology is still good, still a solid technology. And I believe at the worst case scenario, we should at least get to $33 pretty much by the end of the year or Q1 next year. So yeah, that's my analysis on Polkadot. Thank you for joining. Like and subscribe as always. And as I said on my last video, which I just did and just uploaded, follow me on X. Do a lot of updates. And yeah, thank you for joining. Have a great day. Take care.